Hello, everyone. I am Sally Blue Sister, and I just completed my episode 45 on my show, My Turn to Talk. This is going to be really, really quick, but the show started out being about the Black National Anthem, and I will post that later on today. However, the discussion that some of my participants had, it evolved into the economic power that African Americans have in this country. And with everything that is going on with these voting restriction laws that are just archaic, the things that are going on with, police reform, but mainly with voting, and mainly with the fact that, America has had their knee on the necks of African Americans, people of African descent, for over 400 years. This is not anything new. And what I'm about to say may sound racist to a lot of people. So be it. We're actually having debates about teaching critical race theory in schools. We're actually having debates on people not wanting our stories to be told. When I say our, I'm not just talking about African Americans. I'm talking about Native Americans, Asian Americans. I'm talking about all of us who are not white, and mainly white European. This is what, the hypocrisy of this country is just outstanding. It's mind-boggling. So this is what I propose. The civil rights really kicked off when Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat on a Montgomery bus. And for 1 year, African Americans, or Negroes, stayed off the bus. And I talked about this in the show that I just did. We stayed off of the bus. To the point where you had white mobs that would accost and beat Negroes who were walking to work because they weren't taking the bus. They were trying to force us back on the bus. But yet those same buses, after we would get on the bus and put our dime in, we still had to get off the bus and enter through the back door. And even then, many times the bus drivers would drive off. And they thought it was funny. Other white people on the bus thought it was funny. But all of a sudden, Negroes stopped taking the bus. And look at what happened. The economic impact that happened. The only reason why the Montgomery transportation system conceded was because they needed our money. We were the ones who were supporting that bus company. We were the ones taking the bus mostly. So here's what I propose. For 1 week, African Americans, we choose a week, Sunday through Saturday. We don't spend a dime anywhere. We don't buy gas. We don't buy anything from the market, the stores. We don't go to Walmart, who is actually supporting, and AT&T, who is actually supporting these voter suppression laws. That's what we do. We do not spend any money anywhere. And I do mean anywhere. So you want to shop, buy gas, whatever, do it before the boycott starts. But for that 1 week, African Americans across this country, in all 50 states, we do not spend any money unless it's at a Black-owned store or business. There were many Black Wall Streets at the beginning of the 20th century. Tulsa is not the only city or neighborhood that was burned to the ground. There are many stories like that, many. You look at the NBA. What would the NBA look like if every single Black player stopped playing? How long would the NBA last? What would the NCAA look like if every Black player stopped playing? I say the same thing for football. Colin Kaepernick kneeled. And like one of my guests said on my show today, we didn't have his back, and we should have. I look at what Black TikTok is doing right now. They are boycotting. They're not putting out new content because white TikTokers are stealing it. And white TikTokers are feeling the impact of Black creators staying off of TikTok. White TikTokers are feeling it because they can't steal their dance moves, their creations anymore, and they're not getting credit. This has got to stop. This, when they go, low, we go high thing. We need to play their game. And the best way to hit them is in the wallet. And Black America has a hell of a lot of economic power. And they know it. But these voting laws, this not wanting to teach our story, we're supposed to sit and listen to hear about George Washington, but you're not going to talk about the slave that, was wiping George Washington's butt. You're going to talk about Ellis Island, how all these people came, everyone was welcome. My people came over on another boat. And when you talk about Ellis Island, and then you have African-American children or Native American children sitting in that classroom, they're not part of the conversation. Don't you think that's wrong? So to Black America, again, I propose for 1 week, 1 week that we choose, do not spend any money. Stay home. Or if you go out, walk, ride your bike. If you do drive your car, just don't buy gas. Because I know you got to get to work. Brown bag it to work. But don't spend any money unless it's at a Black-owned business. The economic impact would be phenomenal. And I've said it several times on my show, and I'm going to continue to say it. You may not want to teach our history in classrooms, but wherever you go in this country, in history, you're going to trip over one of us because we're always there. You go back and you do your DNA, you probably got somebody that looks like me in your family. Because I know I have somebody that looks like you in mine. I know that for a fact. Economic. You get them with money. Stay home. So on that note, I'm Solid Blue Sister, and I will always speak my truth. Thank you.